Spoon, just wanted to start on the offensive side. Camilla and Angel only combined for 16 points tonight. How do you get them more involved in a game like this, and where do you feel like maybe that was missing
Well,
tonight?
we have to be a little more intentional. Just like our guards just told you here, we have to get the ball inside. That's who we are. The ball must go inside. It has to go inside to our bigs. They are dominant in there. It helps when they dominate the paint, then it helps us on the outside. It gives us an opportunity to have perimeter game. They understand how important that is and what it means to our success offensively.
And just to follow up on that, do you feel like that was coming from Angel and Camilla not like getting to their spots? Was it from the guards not like looking for them? Just where do you think that lack of
And I'll probably have to go back to the film and see, but there was a lack of rhythm and flow to try to move the ball and be able to get the ball inside to them from the right person. You might not be the person to make the pass, but who is? So let's get the ball to the right person to make the pass inside, and then we play off of that. That's who we are. That's what we do. And that's when we become a better team.
At this point in the season, what is this team missing?
What are we missing?
What are you missing? Fifth straight loss, this one by 19 points after four by no more than 4 points. What is this team missing?
We have a lot of things that we need to correct, and it starts on the defensive side of the ball. We are a defensive team, offensive runs. And if we're not getting stops, we're not being disruptive. We're allowing teams to get shots where they want it, how they want it, when they want it. Ball moves, swings from one side to the other, whether it gets to the second side, even the third side. It's very difficult to defend that. It's very difficult. So we have to be better on the defensive side of the ball. All five players. All five players. All right, you got to be disciplined when you're guarding the ball. You can't allow anybody to get behind you. You keep the ball in front of you. When you're closing out, which is probably the most difficult thing in the game of basketball, you got to be able to close out and be able to defend those people who put the ball on the floor. So that's defending off the bounce. And then those who can shoot it, you want to be able to make sure that you're out there to contest and contain, and then be able to do both.
Now, is it a mental thing? Is it an approach? Like, what's the difference?
It's an approach. It's an approach. It is nothing more than an approach. And defense is a will and a want to. It's a desire. And defense is the hardest damn thing you're going to play in this game. The hardest thing you're going to play in this game is to defend. And you do so under control without fouling. In that third quarter, we sent them to the line over and over and over, over and over and over. We can talk about whatever the referee did, and that's it's what it is. What it is on that. I'm like, Rachel, I don't need to get fined. I don't need to get fined. So I think that's enough, tells you enough of what I think about how it's wrapped.
Coach Spoon, you guys opened up the game and you guys have really preached punching first, and that just wasn't there in the second half. I know film will probably show you something, but what did you see where the energy was lost in that second half?
I can't really tell you until I take a look at that film. But like you said, that energy we came out with in the beginning, that's exactly how we have to play. You have to punch, but you can't punch once. You got to keep punching. Like we always says, 40 minutes to this game. And you're going to have a team like that who have runs. But now we have to remain composed and poised enough to break the run. That's the game. The game is just like this. But once a team get on a run, how do you stop it? How do you stop it? You execute your offensive stuff. You get back, you get defensive stops.
And then you heard your guards say that the veterans just need to step up here on this team. With this being such a young team, what do you ask of your veterans? What is it that they can do to kind of show these rookies and these young players what to do to win basketball?
Well, in times like these, this is the most important time to show the example of leadership. The most important time because of, sometimes it get a little chaotic out there and chaos is happening. But you got to gather your troops. And the way things are refereed, you just have to make your adjustments as well. As well as I do as a coach, I have to make my adjustments as well. So
that was the first time all season your team's allowed 100 points in a game. What makes the Fever so tough to defend?
Well, just like our player sat up here and said, if this doesn't sting, nothing stinks. Plain and simple.
It seemed like there was a concerted effort to take more threes tonight. Was that something that you guys were planning on initially coming into the game, or was that something that
I missed the beginning? I'm sorry.
It seemed like the team was taking more threes. It seemed like that was a concerted effort tonight. Was that a game plan coming into this, or something that kind of was fell out through the game?
Well, we're a team who says if it's wide open, we want to take it. And if it's not, we want to put pressure in the paint, punching it in and then playing from there. But if you're wide open, we want you to get your feet set and knock it down. And just so happened, Lindsay really got it going. And some things can become very contagious. And then everybody else start knocking down threes. And that's that joy we play with, that fun we play with, the energy, the effort we played with. But that same energy and effort from the time that ball came in on the floor in the first quarter has to be in second, third, and fourth.
Hi, Coach. People have mentioned tonight the sort of lack of poise in the second half and lack of effort maybe on defense. How much of that is connected to Angel having to sit long stretches of the second half?
Angel had 4 fouls. I got to protect that. And whoever steps on the floor, we trust and believe that they can get the job done as well. So when Angel has 4 fouls, I'm not going to leave her out there and then I'll have her at all for the fourth quarter. So everybody else have to step up defensively as well. Everybody. It's not one person. It's everybody. It's everybody. You can include me on that.
Coach, do you have a favorite comfort food that you eat after a loss?
I don't. I love this game that much. Appreciate you guys.